Article 17. Abolition of untouchability. Untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. The enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offence punishable in accordance with law. Article 18. Abolition of titles. Clause 1. No title, not being a military or academic distinction, shall be conferred by the state. Clause 2. No citizen of India shall accept any title from any foreign state. Clause 3. No person who is not a citizen of India shall, while he holds any office of profit or trust under the state, accept without the consent of the President any title from any foreign state. Clause 4. No person holding any office of profit or trust under the state shall, without the consent of the President, accept any present, emolument, or office of any kind from or under any foreign state. Right to freedom. Article 19. Protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech, etc. Clause 1. All citizens shall have the right. Subclause A. To freedom of speech and expression. Subclause B. To assemble peaceably and without arms. Subclause C. To perform association or unions or cooperative societies. Subclause D. To move freely throughout the territory of India. Subclause E. To reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. And Subclause G. To practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. Clause 2. Nothing in subclause A of clause 1 shall affect the operation of any existing law or prevent the state from making any law in so far as such law imposes reasonable restrictions on the exercise of the right conferred by the said subclause in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, defamation, or incitement to an office, to an offense. Clause 3. Nothing in subclause B of the said clause shall affect the operation of any existing law in so far as it imposes or prevent the state from making any law imposing in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India or public order, reasonable restrictions on the exercise of the right conferred by the said subclause. Clause 4. Nothing in subclause C of the said clause shall affect the operation of any existing law in so far as it imposes or prevent the state from making any law imposing in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India or public order or morality reasonable restrictions on the exercise of the right conferred by the said subclause. Clause 5. Nothing in subclauses D and E of the said clause such shall affect said clause shall affect the operation of any existing law in so far as it imposes or prevent the state from making any law imposing reasonable restrictions on the exercise of any of the rights conferred by the said subclauses either in interest of the general public or for the protection of the interest of any scheduled tribe. Clause 6. Nothing in subclause G of the said clause shall affect the operation of any existing law in so far as it imposes or prevent the state from making any law imposing in the interest of the general public reasonable restrictions on the exercise of right conferred by the said subclause and In particular, nothing in the said subclause shall affect the operation of any existing law in so far as it relates to or prevent the state from making any law relating to subclause 1, the professional or technical qualification necessary for practicing any profession or carrying on any occupation, trade or business, or subclause 2, the carrying on by the state or by a corporation owned or controlled by the state of any trade, business, industry or service, whether to the exclusion, complete or partial, of citizens or otherwise. Article 20. Protection in respect of conviction for offences. Clause 1. No person shall be convicted of any offence except for violation of a law in force at the time of the commission of the act charged as an offence, nor be subjected to a penalty greater than that which might have been inflicted under the law in force at the time of the commission of the offence. Clause 2. No person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offence more than once. Clause 3. No person accused of any offence shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Article 21. Protection of life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Article 21A. Right to education. The state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of the age of 6 to 14 years in such manner as the state may by law determine. Article 22. Protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. Clause 1. No person who is arrested shall be detained in custody without being informed as soon as may be of the grounds for such arrest, nor shall he be denied the right to consult and to be defended by a legal practitioner of his choice. Clause 2. Every person who is arrested and detained in custody shall be produced before the nearest magistrate within a period of 24 hours of such arrest, excluding the time necessary for the journey from the place of arrest to the court of the magistrate, and no such person shall be detained in custody beyond the said period without the authority of a magistrate. Clause 3. Nothing in clauses 1 and 2 shall apply, subclause A, to any person who for the time being is an enemy, alien, or subclause B, to any person who is arrested or detained under any law providing for preventive detention. Clause 4. No law providing preventive detention shall authorize the detention of a person for a longer period than 3 months unless subclause A, an advisory board consisting of persons who are or have been or are qualified to be appointed as judges of a high court has reported before the expiration of the said period of 3 months that there is in its opinion sufficient cause for such detention, provided that nothing in this subclause shall authorize the detention of any person beyond the maximum period prescribed by any law made by Parliament under subclause B of clause 7.